Everyone, I wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to fill out a green sheet. I've had a couple questions on it from new agents and agents who are starting to do some business that don't know how to fill out a green sheet. So first I want to say that I hope everyone's doing well, but let's get started. So to do a green sheet, the green sheet is what you're going to submit and able to get paid, so the office knows that a commission will be coming in. You're going to open up a tab and go to mykw.kw.com. Your username and password should have been set up whenever you do your Scott Leroy marketing. So when you come into here, you're going to go to technology at the top and navigate down to green sheet. And this is the part where you're just basically gonna start filling out some questions. So it says, welcome to Green Sheets, click here. And then you're just gonna be prompted with a bunch of questions. Are you the listing agent, yes or no? For this, I'm gonna put no because then it will prompt me to the next field. If I were to click yes, then it's going to ask if the listing was put into the KWLS system. If you are the listing agent and it's been put in, then you can click yes. If you have not put the listing into the Keller Williams Listing Services, hit no, and then it will prompt and kick you into the KWLS. Here is where you're going to have to fill out the information and put the property address and everything into the KWLS. And then when you're finished with that, you'll hit next, and then it will prompt you to go back to the green sheet. For this though, we're just going to hit no. If I was the buying agent, it's going to ask if it is a KW listing, yes or no. For this example, I'll just put no, so it prompts me to the next screen. Here's going to ask for general information. Anything that you see in red is going to be a required field. So the green sheet type will automatically default as residential if you are a residential agent. The contract date you can put in, and the close date you can put in. The type, it's going to be either listing, buyer, or both. The class, if this is a lease, a property, or other. The property type, if it's a resale, a new home, lot, farm, or lease. Here you have the option to put in if it's a distressed property, as well as buyer sourced. These ones are not required. So anything that is in pink, make sure that you put in what's required here. Street number, street name, the city. Subdivision. Then you would hit next section. Then it's going to kick you to this tab. Here, even though it's not in pink, I would recommend filling these two fields out. So earnest / escrow money held by, this is going to be who's holding the hand money. So this is the who, I can't type. And this is the amount. Okay. Then sales price, you're going to put in the sales price of the home. And then you're going to choose whether or not your sales price commission is a percentage, which would be 3 or 2.5, whatever it might be, or a flat rate. If you choose flat rate, then you have the option to put in an amount. Then you're going to click next section. It's going to ask for the buyer's information. Again, only the fields that are in pink are required. If you don't put in any of the fields that are pink, it won't let you advance to the next section, or it'll let you advance, but it'll kick it back at the end when you go to submit it to the MC. So buyer is that person, seller this person, next section. All right, so this is where it's going to ask you for the agent detail. So here's where you're going to start filling out, again, anything that's required. So your agent name will automatically populate. The agent role here is a drop down. You have the option to choose if you're a buyer specialist, individual agent, listing specialist, or lead agent. Most of us for this purpose are going to be individual agent unless you're on a team and you have a specific role. The type, it's either going to be a buyer sale or an inside. We're going to click buyer. And then for here, we're going to click buyer. Under listing unit, we're not the listing agent, so this will automatically populate as a 0. But the sales unit, you're going to want to put in number 1. If you are doing this deal with another agent, if you are on a team, then you would put 0.5 here if you're splitting it 50-50. And for agent B, you would fill in their information. Again, put individual agent, buyer, 0.5. Because 0.5 and 0.5 is 1. If you're doing an 80-20 split, you would do 0.8, 0.2, or vice versa, however you're doing it. But if you are just doing this by yourself, you're just an individual agent, then you will have 1. Again, if this was a sales side, then the listing unit will pop up and it would be a 1. And again, you could go in and split this up if you needed to do that. These are the red fields. Anything here will automatically populate. You don't have to touch any of these fields here. This red section will need completed in full. So KW Cares, this is a tax deductible donation. You can donate here. Just make sure that these are all filled out. If you don't wish to donate, you can just hit a 0. A buyer's home warranty, anything here you can fill out if you choose to do so. I recommend leaving it blank. Again, just the fields that are in pink. Custom deductions, this is Harley's College Fund if you choose to donate to this. And for Pittsburgh, KW Cares if you wish to choose to donate to that. So again, if you do not want to donate to anything, just make sure that you are putting 0s in those fields or it will kick it back. The next section is the co-broker's information. So you're going to want to put the company name here and the agent name, phone number, address. This section's really cool. This is if you've talked to the other agent about the benefits of being a KW agent. If you haven't talked to them or you think that they would be a good candidate to be with KW, I highly recommend filling this information out, as well as giving Kristen or Karen a heads up and say, you know, I just closed a deal with so-and-so from this company, and they kind of share a lot of the same values that we do here at KW. I think they'd be a great asset here. Make sure that you give them that person's name as well. The next section is the mortgage company information. This is a drop-down option. You can choose any of the mortgage companies that are in here. I think a majority of them are in here. When you choose the company, it will automatically put in the information, at least the address. The phone number you might have to put in. The loan number, amount, loan officer, those of you that are very detail oriented, you can fill all this information out. Closing company, I would recommend at least putting this information in and the home warranty information. From there, you're going to hit next section. And if you are in productivity coaching, you're going to hit either Y or N for yes or no. And this again is a required field. And then you can add any notes for the office. When you're done with this, you're going to hit submit to MCA. And then a pop-up screen is going to come up and you will hit submit green sheet here. I'm obviously going to hit cancel. You can save this for later. If you want to come back in and access this later, you can. To do that, you just come back into your green sheets. So let's pretend I was signed out and then signed back in. It should be under one of these tabs here. Yes. So initiated. So this is the one that we just had started, but I did not submit it. So then if I had a couple more fields that I needed to fill out, I could do that now, hit submit to MC, and then it would go to the Market Center for approval. So I hope that was helpful for those of you that have never filled out a green sheet before. If you guys have any questions, I am available. A lot of us are really, really diving into command, and I am like swooning over those of you who have dove into it. So thank you for that. You can reach me anytime. My cell phone 724-640-3414. That's my cell. You can text me. If you'd like to set up a one-on-one appointment, I will email you my calendar and we can do so and do a little bit more hand-in-hand workarounds and troubleshooting if you need any support. So thanks guys, stay safe, and I'll see you all later.